Hey everybody, Neon here. So today's video, just like the face cam for me, it was lost. I've been, as I mentioned earlier this week, trying to mess around with some of my settings and get things in condition that I like more. Today's experiment didn't work very well, apparently, but you should still watch the video and it'll still be pretty enjoyable. Hopefully that'll be fixed for tomorrow. Sorry about that, but get right to the video then. Hey everybody, Neon's back again. I am doing a new deck today. This is one that was suggested to me by one of the members of my Discord. It is a Rakano Ramp deck. I'm just thinking about this hand for a moment. Yeah, let's do it. This is not a great hand, but it is functional. Anyway, Rakano Ramp is what we're on right now. This is a deck that Rokoku had suggested to me. He said it's one that he's been having a lot of success with, so I decided to pick it up and see how it's doing, you know? Try it out, give it the old college try, etc., etc. And I think that it's pretty good. It's not exceptional for sure. It's got some issues with it, but it's fun. I like it. It does some kind of wacky, crazy stuff sometimes. Like sometimes you kind of like ramp out of control and get to play Sadites and Tolutes like really early. Those draws tend to usually involve Hojon. He can do some crazy shit. Like Hojon plus bracers especially is really, really good. That's annoying, though. I'm not happy about all of this. I am happy about that. I do need more power. I'm going to hold back my Valkyrie for us, sir. Actually, for the purposes of, I want to maximize the chances that I get to attack on the next turn. So, for example, if my opponent right here is trying to set up a, the tomb, they have the option next turn about whether or not they're going to kill the enforcer or to kill the tomb, or play the tomb. So that is my rationale here. I do have to hit a power next turn in order to actually play my CDT. But I think that this is a decent idea. And I knew that the chances of them playing a merchant next turn are pretty good, and it's nice to be able to silence these.
Finest weapons in Lyria.
They're likely pulling a show back at this point, yeah. And then they are going to play the draw one. Or not, okay. I'm just gonna shoot this little lady. Torture to death. Definitely hoping for a Justice Sigil. Ugh. That hurts.
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
Hoping that I don't get hit by a Rizon here. That's the one that I'm worried about now. They have drawn a lot of torches, though, which is annoying. Annihilate. Very conservative play. I kind of respect that. I think I'm just supposed to play this out. I don't want to, really. I really want to be able to get the curse on the opponent, but I just don't have a choice. Display. Okay.
Frost in the light.
They're just being very, very conservative, which I respect.
Another round.
This is a good card. Here. Do they have another removal spell? Oh, please, no. Ouch. God.
You will be judged.
I mean, obviously this deck is mono removal, so I shouldn't be that shocked by it.
Another round of the chamber.
When to just fire this off right. Meow.
Victoria!
Hoping that I have a unit that survives on the battlefield for one turn. No. Literally all of my units have died the second that I played them. This little dude here has dealt me 10 damage.
Now it's my
Attacked me 5 times because I've never had a blocker. And this bar is going to work me. I can't have that now. Pretty sure I'm basically just dead. I'm going to just fire this off actually right now. Probably should have done that a lot earlier. They have show and something else in their hand. I think that they have a market card in their hand still. I'm going to have to trade off Talut with Vara at this point, though, which I'm not happy about. It's mean that they don't have any other plays. Well, that's bad. Yeah, I was hoping that they did not play that, but, you know, no such luck. Probably dead here. No, I am just dead. Yeah, I'm just 100% dead because they have the Rizon in hand that's going to deal the extra points of damage and I have no way to gain life. So, oh well. This seems like a bad matchup for me, though, because like I kind of need to be able to stick things, at least a little bit. Like one of the things is an advantage of this deck is that it is good against Defiance specifically. Because if you like attack with something like your Akarias or your Hojans and then set up for the plays with like the bigger plays. I'll keep this. This hand is not good though. Most of my hands are not going to be good. They kind of have like a lot of working pieces. Like I mean, if you have like the Hojan on the play with bracers or something like that, like those hands are kind of bullshit. Good, but there's a lot of hands that look really rancid. But yeah, no, I am this not developing well. Would like to have some cards that do things. But yeah, the market is also a little bit bizarre too. I feel like there would be some interesting choices here that might be possible to create some differences. Reclaim might actually be good here. Feels like a pristine light situation. Hard to tell, though. Please don't have a Valkyrie Enforcer. Not a Valkyrie Enforcer. They are tanking on this. Yeah, I have to say that I'm not a big fan of the market. I feel like there's some different possibilities here. I don't know what it's supposed to be, to be frank, but I definitely know that there's got to be some ways to improve it. Did they just disconnect? Oh, I feel bad for Darkin. Did I just disconnect? One of us is having some trouble connecting. Now, yeah, my decision to get Pristine Light might have been just wrong. Maybe I should have gone for Martyr's Chains. Not sure.
This'll only hurt a little.
I will stand watch.
Look, they get a free 1/1. How do I beat that, guys? Maybe I should have just Pristine Light last turn. No, I don't think I should.
Drink up! Life's too short!
I can fire off one of these. Interesting to note that this you pair Crown Watch Tactics with the Pristine Light. Really like some Fire Influence. Doesn't count. Whatever, I'm just like totally fine taking 1 damage a turn. You also would really want to play something like Torch on your turn, because they could very easily be playing a lot of pump spells. This seems like a kind of deck that could be playing the Crown Watch Tactics, for example. Deck, please. Now if I get a Fire Source, I can kill the Plate Maker here.
Remove the impurities.
Please, deck. It doesn't even have to be like undepleted.
This'll only hurt a little.
Ugh.
You will pay for your crimes.
Take 5. Come at me, bro. Yeah. Figured that was happening. That really sucked. Oh, man. Could I have done something? I mean, I could have taken less damage there, but I feel like I was supposed to hold my resources. Maybe I was supposed to just get Harsh Rule? That sucked. Ah, sorry. That one was a kind of a rancid game. I just needed 1 Fire Influence and like my entire... Like it would be just so much better. The Man US. This is a good enough hand. It could easily go wrong. I'm expecting most likely to be Stone Scar, with the possibility of Praxis as well. He does play up in range, though. Oh, interesting. Please don't be playing Vara's Favor.
Never stop. Never break.
This is a bad card to have on top. I would really like to have something else. Haunted Highway. Well, this does help with that problem.
No escape.
Does not have a removal spell for my Hojon. This is not the kind of card that you typically want to have in play when you're playing a Haunted Highway style deck.
No escape.
This is actually a very good draw for me here,
Chamber.
because it allows me to discard my Vanquish for value. Highwayman here, not what I wanted to see. Not surprised that it's here, though.
Justice.
At least they can't do anything else.
In Icaria's name, you will be judged.
I don't know which one of these I'd rather kill. I think it would be Hoarder. I'm pretty happy to get this out of my hand versus the CDT. Like, obviously, I could have gotten the Curse of Provocation on my hand, like in play here, but I don't think that... I think this is a better card to have in play, at least for the time being, and I'm more likely to be able to play this naturally. Okay, grounded and drone. Drew that last turn. Combust? Bandit Queen.
End
Okay.
of the road, friend.
Take 9. I can handle that.
Bullseye!
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
16 is a lot. Obviously, plays that involve things like Madness Combust are always spooky. Hey, that's spooky. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I have 2 spells in the void. That's one of the problems with this deck, is that I definitely don't have a lot of... 9. I'm not dead.
Bullseye!
And I do win next turn. This is going to be a close one. Now, there's a lot of cards that they can have that, like, any sorts of damage will do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, close one. Close one. But yeah, this is also one of the elements of this deck that is kind of rough. Like, the migging can just be really hard if you can't find a way to ramp up, and we didn't. So that's, like, I don't know how I feel about that element of the deck. It feels very, very, like, high variance in that respect. But when it does go off, when you do get to make those plays, when you pair up Hojon plus, like, Bracer or whatever, the deck does kind of feel like it just kind of goes off. And you get way ahead of your opponent. You can do things that are really, really powerful. This hand looks terrible. I mean, I guess. We'll do it. Like, I guess, like, Curse in that matchup, too, is not particularly important, because, like, you're never... if you're not taking damage for a turn, you're in a very good condition. Island's Favor.
Protect me.
Just gonna play this out, hoping to be able to reclaim here. Like, silencing a merchant here is not exactly exciting. Privilege, okay. So we do get to ramp. Hooray! But now our hand doesn't do anything. Ugh. Nice play. Lightbringer here is impressed. As they should be. Oh, I would have been able to play Tolut that turn, because I could go Bullet Shaper, discard Privilege of Rank, play a power from that, play Tolut. That puts me in so much trouble against a whatchamacallit, though? A Harsh Roll. And they're very likely to have a Harsh Roll here. Svetia snaked him. I guess this is the other side of it too, right? Like, I need to put them under enough pressure where they can't just sanctum me out. I probably should have just gone for it, had I seen the line, but as it stands, I'm in an incredible amount of trouble. I'm going to attack with Salute. Don't want to play into Defiance if I don't have to. I do not have Lethal, even if they don't have Defiance. Okay, so they have Defiance. Yep.
You will pay for your crimes.
Okay. I think this is going to get hit by another Defiance, but that's fine. Yep. Like, at this point, it's going to be very, very difficult to play around all of them. So, that's exactly what you had in mind, yeah. No Justice Sigils found in deck. I am going to pump Face Aegis because I think this is a better use of my resources. I want to be able to play a CDT and get the value off of it, if possible. They played another Face Aegis, which is annoying. Yep. More Defiance, what we always wanted.
You will pay for your crimes.
Another round in the chamber.
Please don't chains me. Do it on the merchant. Oh, good. That's even better. I mean, it's equally fine, actually. Extends my clock by a good deal. Let's just do this.
You will pay for your crimes.
Let's take 3. I don't really know how I win from this situation. I just know that, like, I mean, I guess I could draw another Crown Watch Tactics, another possibility if I draw a Merchant and then can play the Deep Forge Plate. Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I have exactly enough. Let's take 6. I guess I only need to play 1.
Potion for any occasion.
Not sure what they're getting here. It might be Royal Decree? Like, I think that they're playing a version that's similar to the one that I played in, like, a couple weeks back. That sequencing was strange. Oh my god. We can actually win through a whatchamacallit as well. Just gonna do this in case it matters. We did it! Nice! Very, very close one there. Didn't expect to win that one. It had to be exactly the Merchant, I think, right there. It also plays around Defiance, too, because they can't just stun it. Good stuff. Okay, deck. You're redeeming yourself. One game at a time. I do know that this deck has some good things that it does. I mean, like, that was also one of the games where he did have a chance to ramp there, and it made a really big difference. We were in a lot of trouble. I feel like our opponent had some chances to win the game. Had they been more aggressive, I think that we could have died. Hard to tell, though. But yeah, Avagraft is one of the tech cards that I wanted to play in the deck. The version that I played in the event a couple of weeks back looked a lot like the one that our opponent was playing right there. I'm gonna send this back. Really needs a couple extra power. I think that we also need more enablers for Hojon. Like, I'm just gonna put, like... This card is so good in this deck when you can enable him, and it just doesn't come up nearly enough in this deck. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that exactly, but I don't think that he's enabled enough.
Never stop. Never
Like, it's mainly the Crown Watch standards and just like a couple random cards. It's just not. Please don't torch me. I really would appreciate it. Leonidas. You jerk.
I will have justice.
Everyone is so mean to
Never
me.
stop. Never break.
Look at it. They're gonna be mean to me again. They're looking to play a removal spell. I know it. You can, like, can you not feel it? They're trying to decide whether or not they need to play a removal spell. Okay, they're playing the Immortal Stinger. Do not draw a trap.
Watch your step.
I'm so unhappy this card is, like, seeing so much play. It's, oh my god. Like, this is so annoying! Ah!
Our wings and
Like,
will
this
are
is just not
unbreakable.
interesting and fun. I don't know. It just feels like if this happens to to occur to you, if they're able to get through and you draw 1 or 2 traps from the first turn possible, like, it just says, like, okay, well, you just can't attack on the ground any longer. And, like, I don't know why that's interesting. They're once again deciding whether or not they can play a removal spell, which I'm not happy about. I would rather that they just play another Stinger at this point, because now I can actually hold up my Defiance. I'm not gonna play it. The two damage doesn't matter. They have a fast spell. And they're really thinking about it. Lord, are they thinking about it?
Face judgment.
Okay, man, I got it. I don't know why I used time it to that exact one, because I had drawn a power and you would kind of be boned. At this point, though, I don't care about Scorpion too much, because I can just use Talut to get through it. I do have the fully activated Akaria, though, next turn. Can we please stop? Stop it. Quit it. It's so annoying. That was a good hit though on that. Not gonna lie.
Another round. Another round.
Roughly 1,000% chance this gets discarded next turn. Roughly, give or take.
Trouble is coming.
Well, this is a pretty easy decision. Excellent. Ability. Reclaim. To loot. Attack.
Spear leads engage the fight.
Huzzah! We did it. We are now in a good position. Hopefully you do not have either Big Dragon Boy or Equivocate. Those are the cards I don't want to see. That was a seal, okay. Now we're in a very good position. They actually have power up. We have 2 massive threats. They're done. Good stuff. Okay, we are 2-2. Rokoku's Rakano Ramp is redeeming itself. Fully... What is alliteration. Alliteration mode. The Rakano Ramp redemption thread. Rokoku's Rakano Ramp redemption remix. Or better yet, Rokoku's Rakano Ramp revenge. Let's see if we can do this. We can get to all the way up to Gold 1. The loftiest of the golds. Did you guys know that is the highest possible gold rank that is possible is in Gold 1 as a league? Within that, then you can get to Gold 99 out of 100, but Gold 1 is the best of the gold. So this looks like it is against... don't think I want that, because we are against Huru Control, most likely. And this is not good there because they play Defiance, given the current composition of our hand. Like, that is a good card, don't get me wrong. I did place it on the bottom. You know, okay, whatever. Direwolf Digital's like, no, Neon, you, like, Copperhall Bracers. You didn't want, like you said, this is a card that you wanted earlier in the video. We got you. We're here to help. Tap out. Play it all. Power down. You can do it. I believe in you. Honor of Claws. I don't even care.
A potion for any occasion.
This is likely a royal decree? Oh, Sanctum. Okay. I'm going to skip because they can't do anything, and I might as well keep up a 1-drop. I am going to kill... I'm not going to. Because the... I can kill it with the Razan, assuming that I get to do so. Well, I get to do this. That's kind of cool. Clan Tactics. Not the end of the world. I think that it's better to just play this out. To get more power out of my deck. My opponent is struggling on power a little bit, which I do appreciate. It's nice of them. But we are running out of time. They are probably not going to struggle quite as much anymore. Good to note that they have 2 snowballs.
In Ikaria's name, you will be judged.
So, for instance, I'm not going to block this. The 2-2. Because they can just double snowball me.
something catch your eye?
Interesting. I'm not sure what you would want to do before combat. I don't think that there's very much. I'm assuming that my opponent is on the build that got to the top 8 of the most recent event. This is probably clan tactics. Oh, Ice Bolt, sure.
Our wings and will are unbreakable. Face judgment.
Stop. Yeah, we are so dead. I thought it was a royal decree earlier. Good thing I didn't play up the guy technically, but we are dead. We'll do this. I'm gonna die though. I'm accepting my fate. Yeah, I was kind of like bummed out that my buddy, the Valkyrie, died. Like I got hit by the royal decree, but I wouldn't have done anything if it was in play. It would just would have died to pristine light. We are going to survive for one more turn.
You will pay for your crimes.
Go! Do it! I believe in you. Okay, so it looks like Rokoku's Rakano Ramp is not going to get revenge and is instead going to die to double snowball that they still had in their hand. I thought that there was a chance that they had sent one back to market there, but no such luck. This is an interesting deck, and there is some potential here. I actually do think that there's some powerful stuff going on. It just feels as if the two kind of halves of the deck are a little bit too disconnected from one another about like the ramp, like kind of fair, like the parts that get you to the late game. And I don't know, it's got some consistency issues. And I don't think that it's quite powerful enough against the Huru control decks. You really are relying very heavily on Saditi to fix that matchup for you, because everything else in the deck kind of is bad there. This is also a deck that would really benefit from an insignia, and you don't have them. So that's also a problem there. I'm not sure how to fix all of this. I don't know if it's worth the effort. It is a better than it looks kind of deck, though. And if this is the kind of thing that you enjoy, this is probably good enough to get you to Masters, but it's not, it's an imperfect deck, though, in its own way. But that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun to do this. Hopefully you have a little bit more luck than I do with it, and I'll talk to you all later.